Mindful Life Practice community.
Our Vinyasa practice. It is so amazing to see so many of you here. Really, really nice. So we're gonna do a practice today that is oriented around some hip opening, some back bending. If you were in my Power Vinyasa the other day, you kind of know what's coming. We're working on king pigeon pose. It's a pretty advanced shape, so please don't feel pressure. We're gonna work at all levels, intermediate, beginners, everything. There'll be something for everyone. Let's come into a posture on our back. And by the way, if you have a yoga strap, that would be awesome, or something to hook around your foot. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a resistance band, you can use a shirt, whatever. So bring your body into a posture on your spine and rest your feet together. You can bring your palms to grip opposite elbows. And then just use this moment to drop into stillness, to drop into the present moment. Letting your breath become smooth, become even, become rhythmic. Almost like the ocean wave coming back and forth across the beach. The wave doesn't miss any cracks and crevices. Just like the breath washes over all the spaces in your body, fills them up. In Sanskrit, the word for breath is prana. So the Yoga Sutras starts with the following phrase. It says, now, that is all. And my teacher Rolf says it's almost like a practical joke. Now, that is all. And that's pretty much what the practice of yoga is all about. I arrived at yoga many years ago with a lot of mental health struggles. And what yoga provided me was a tool to tap into the present moment, something that I was not capable of before. And so it's natural as human beings for our minds to wander in and out of this room, of this space, of this body. But you're going to use your connection to your breath to just coax it to come back. Inhale, exhale, think about something you're worried about, catch yourself thinking of something you're worried about, and just coax yourself to come back. And again. Always coming back into your body, coming back into the moment. If you have another intention for your practice, feel free to set it now. Mine is just going to be now. That is all. Take your palms onto your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug and rock from side to side, massaging your back. And then we're gonna get right into our hamstrings. So take your object, your yoga strap or your shirt or whatever, and if you don't have anything, just hold on to your leg. And then start with your left leg planted, your left foot planted. And then maybe you have the space to extend your left leg long. Maybe that's too much and you keep the foot pressed on the earth. That's okay. Just breathe into your hamstrings. Practicing patience here. Knowing that it might feel sticky at first. Taking one more breath. And then switch your strap into your right palm and take your right foot all the way over to the right. Use your left palm as an anchor on your left hip. So you're getting into the inner groin. And then take your leg all the way up, switch your strap so it's in your left palm, and then bring the left leg across towards the right. So you're getting an IT band stretch. You're getting a twist through your spine, a compression of the vertebrae. It's a good kind of compression. It's like squishing out all the tension. Come all the way back. And then switch your strap. So hook it around your left foot, lengthen your right leg long if that's okay. If it's too much, bend the knee, plant the foot. Develop a skillful intuition about what feels good and what does not feel good. Place your strap into your left palm. I see Yara just joined. Hi, Yara. Open your left leg over towards the left. And then come all the way back through center. Switch your strap into your right palm and then take it across the body. So in our vinyasa practice, we're gonna move through a little bit of a warm up. You can release that, just land the strap to the side, take your knees into your chest. And then we'll move through a mandala flow, and mandala means circle. It's my favorite type of way to flow because it feels like a journey. If you have an object like a block or anything, a tissue box, and if you don't have an object, then just have an imaginary one. Place it between your hands. You're gonna lengthen your legs out so your whole body is going to come to like this thing. That was great descriptive teaching, wasn't it? You're gonna curl up past this block in between your feet and then extend that block in front of you. Okay, so your core is really turning on and engaging. And if you feel a little bit of a quiver, it's okay. It says that you're strong. It says that you're building strength. Let's take 3 more passes. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then slide your block to the side. Interlace your palms around the back of your skull. Curl up, extend your right leg, tap your right knee to your left elbow, holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Cross tap, holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back, knees into the chest, hands now on the backs of the thighs. Do a little rock and roll. And you're gonna rock all the way up over crossed legs, plant the palms, wiggle your way back, and find a tabletop. Leave your left palm where it is. Take your right palm, flip it face up. So fingertips are towards you. And then we're gonna take some breaths. And in those breaths, we're gonna move through some cat-cows. So on inhale, you lift your chin. And on exhale, you curl. One more. And then come all the way back through center and then switch the opposite way. So your right hand plants, your left palm is face up, and then taking cat-cows. One more. Come all the way into neutral. Plant your left palm now on the mat. Plant through both hands, spreading through the fingers. Tuck your toes, lift your knees to float. So you're in this floating table. Give it 3, give it 2, and then give it 1. Lengthen your hips up and back, arriving in your Adho Mukha Savasana, your downward facing dog. Bend through one knee and then bend through the next. Walk out your dog. And then land your legs in stillness and drop your head between your arms and give your head a little rock. No more tension, go away. And then give it a little yes. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I am ready for this practice. Bend through both of your knees, take your gaze forward, step your feet up to meet your hands. Take an inhale to halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold. And then inhale, lift all the way up. And then take your palms into heart center. All right, so half Surya Namaskar, half sun salutation. Inhale, reach both palms up towards the sky. And then exhale, bend the knees forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, circle your palms all the way up. And then exhale your palms at heart center. Do this again, but I'm not going to talk. I want you to follow your own breath. If you mess up, don't worry. There's no such thing as messing up. It's just movement and breathing and yoga. One more round, and this time I'm actually not going to talk. Meeting at the top of the mat. No rush to get there. Nice. Hands at heart center. Here. Now. Be here. Now. Now let's add on. Inhaling, sweeping palms up towards the sky. Exhaling forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step your feet all the way back now to plank, and we'll move through a vinyasa. If you want to land the knees, go ahead. If doing this with your knees lifted is part of your practice, go ahead. We will all congregate up and down dog and take 3 breaths. And after 3 breaths, bend at the knees, hop or step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center. So again, you're going to do it again. Follow your breath. Don't worry if you do it wrong. I'm not going to cue anything. Let's take it 2 times, 2 full sun salutations. When you're ready. Everyone I see on my camera has made it here, so I'll assume we all have. If you haven't, no rush. Hands at heart center. Connect to your heartbeat. Connect to your breath. You are here now. Here now. Inhale, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower, plant the palms, step back, vinyasa. This time you'll arrive up in your down dog. Inhale your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog. Draw your right knee into your chest, step your right foot between your palms. If you have to use your hand there, it's okay. Inhale, lift all the way up into a crescent lunge. And then exhale your palms down to the mat. If this movement becomes too quick for you at any point, step back to your plank vinyasa. Please feel free to skip your vinyasas. Please feel free to just go straight to down dog. It's all good. You see me practice in the studio, I often skip like most of the vinyasas when I'm a student. Stepping forward into your crescent lunge on the opposite side. Nice. And then coming back down, flowing through vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, hop or step feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, bend through the knees, sit back. Lift your arms, Utkatasana chair. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1, forward fold again. Breathe your halfway lift. Exhale to lower, plant the palms, step back, let's add on. So finding your way up to your down dog, taking your right leg up towards the sky, drawing your right knee in, stepping your right foot between the palms. Inhale all the way up. And then this time exhaling, open to a warrior 2. Breathe in, reverse your warrior. Feel that breath in the right side body. And then exhale, spiral forward. Plant your left palm. Take your right palm up towards the sky. Get strong. Get ready for your Vashisthasana, which is your side plank. So you roll onto the other edge of the left foot. You take your right foot back. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And then on 1, land your right palm, vinyasa. Opposite side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Draw your left knee in, step your left foot between your palms. Inhale all the way up. Open up to a warrior two. Good, breathe, reverse. Exhale all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat, get strong through your right palm. Spiral your left arm up towards the sky. Outer edge of the right foot, step your left foot back. Side plank, 3, 2, and then 1, vinyasa. And then this time when you make it up to your vinyasa, up to your down dog, let's land the knees onto the mat. Take a little bit of a active resting pose. You're gonna walk your hands forward, coming into your puppy pose, a little bit of a back bend. Rest either your chin or your forehead onto the mat. Yeah, feel free to grab a sip of water. We're heating up tonight. Check in with yourself. Is anything shifting? Slowly walk your hands up, coming back to a table. Nice, you got it. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, find your down dog. So we're gonna start to make our way into a mandala flow around the mat. So take your right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged dog, just lifting the right leg here. Draw your right knee in, holding it steady in a quarter plank for 3, for 2, and then for 1, you're gonna take a big step forward with your right foot. Land onto your left heel. Take your right palm to the inside of your right foot, and then take your left arm up towards the sky, so you're spreading through the collarbone. And then lift all the way up into a warrior two. Find the middle between a really active and intense pose and a really laid back pose. I want you to find the exact middle. If you want to invite in some movement on your breath, feel free to join me. On the inhale, I'll reverse the warrior. And then on the exhale, take it into an extended side angle. So right elbow lands, left arm lifts. Take 3 more flows like this. Two more. Last one. And then come all the way up. Lengthen through your right leg. Walk your left foot in a tiny bit. You're going to hinge forward. Take your right arm alongside your right leg. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. So Trikonasana, triangle pose. If you would like to shift weight onto your right foot and your right fingertips and come into an Ardha Chandrasana, a half moon, go for it. And then bend through the right knee, step your left foot all the way back. Yeah, you got it. Be really mindful as you transition here. Move slowly. Lengthen through the right leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the sidewall. And then turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. And take a big step inwards with your right foot. So this is where the mandala comes, the circle comes. And if you've been with me before, you know to place your computer in a way so that you can follow along. You might have to move your computer so that you can turn to face the opposite side of the room. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And then I want you to hinge your body forward, reach, 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 reach. Keep a little micro bend in that left leg. Hinge your arms down towards the mat. Now keeping your right fingertips where they are. Maybe you spiral your left arm up towards the sky. This is a revolved triangle. So it's a triangle twist and you should feel a nice deep stretch in your left calf. Shift weight onto your left foot and your right fingertips. Lift into this revolved Ardha Chandrasana. And then land your left palm on the mat. You're gonna walk your palms back, lift your right leg, standing splits, 3, 2, and on 1, I want you to bend through your left knee, step your right foot back on the mat. So now you're all the way back in a low lunge and land onto your right knee. Inhale your arms up. Anjaneyasana, feel yourself knitting your rib cage in to support your spine. And then hinge forward. Walk your fingertips back as you lengthen over your left leg and breathe into your hamstring. Inhale, lead with your heart. Exhale, can you sink and soften into this shape? Walk your fingertips forward. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Take your left arm up towards the sky. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Take your left foot back with you. So now you're in a Vashisthasana, a side plank. And if you want to lift that upper leg or do something fancy, go with it. 3, 2, and then on 1, journey to your down dog. That could involve a vinyasa. That could involve a child's pose. So we've done one half of the mat, and now we're gonna go back again, opposite way. Inhale your left leg up towards the sky. Feel your hips leveled as you do this, rooting through both palms evenly. Don't distribute your weight to one side if you can. Take your left knee in, step your left foot between your hands, knowing that you can use your hand to get it there. It's all good. Left palm to the inside of the left foot, land onto the right heel, lift your right arm up. And then slowly come all the way up to stand into a warrior 2, and let's let go of movement, receive stillness. And as the body finds the middle, the mind finds the present moment. Move with your breath, inhaling, reversing. Exhale, extended side angle. 3 more. 2. You realize when I'm going around the mat this way, I'm like not facing you guys for a lot of it, sorry. Lengthen through your left leg, walk your right foot in a tiny bit. You're gonna hinge forward, land your left leg or your left arm alongside your left leg. And then start to shift weight onto your left foot and left fingertips as you lift up into your Ardha Chandrasana. 3, 2, and then 1, step it back. Mindfully and slowly make this transition around. Careful. Turn your right toes. Right toes face the front of the mat now. Left heel lands. The transitions are postures in themselves. Inhale your arms up. Hinge and reach forward, and then send your arms to frame your right foot. Land your left fingertips, reach your right arm up towards the sky, revolved triangle. Shift weight onto your right foot, your left fingertips, lift up. 3, 2, on 1, land your right palm, walk your fingertips back, lift your leg higher, higher, higher. 3, you got this. 2, and then on 1, step all the way back. Create lots and lots of space so this lunge can be long and low. And then land onto your left knee. Inhale your hands up towards the sky. You guys are doing awesome. Reach through the fingertips, soften the shoulders, and then just gaze at a drishti point. And how has your perspective changed? What do you notice when you're facing the other direction? Take your breath in. On your exhale, hinge your hands forward and walk your hands back as you lengthen through your right leg, your Ardha Hanumanasana. Ardha meaning half. Hanuman is a famous monkey from yoga mythology. I'm not going to tell you the story right now because we don't have the time. Come to one of my Hanuman classes and I'll tell you. It's quite a nice story. Then through your right knee, walk your fingertips forward. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Take your right arm up towards the sky and then roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Step back. Bring yourself into your Vashisthasana, your side plank. If you want to do something fancy, be my guest. 3, 2, and then 1. Take your vinyasa. Coming up to your down dog. And then from your down dog, you're going to bend through your knees, gaze forward, and hop your feet wider than your hands. And then sit your hips down and take your squat, your malasana. Awesome. Putting your hands into heart center. Using that connection to get your knees open. If you need to be stepping on pillows or whatever. Also, if this doesn't work for you, you can also just be here. That's another option. Treat the sensation as information. Should I be here or should I back off? Now you guys probably know what's coming next. Crow time, Bakasana. Are we ready? Let's do it. So support yourself maybe with a pillow to catch you if you fall. Plant your palms. If you're not in your crow, that's okay. Just lift your bottom up. Practice snuggling your knees into your armpits, and maybe that's enough. Baby steps. Lifting one set of toes. And trust me, if you fall, that is a good thing. We learn more from falling and failing than we learn from succeeding. You're supposed to fall. It's part of the journey. Just make sure you have a pillow so that you don't hurt your head and then sue me. Take 3, take 2, and then if you want to jump back, if you're doing that, go ahead. Yeah, sir, nice. I saw someone else do it too. I can't see who it is from here. Beautiful. Oh, it's Ryan. So nice to have you back, Ryan. All right. So we are going to take that mandala flow one more time. So finding yourself in your down dog, and we are going to add on this time. Take your right leg up towards your sky. Bend through the right knee, stack your hips. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, ripple forward, forward, forward. Bend through the left knee and then lift your heart. This is your wild thing. Land your right palm. Take your knee into your chest. 3, 2, nice work. 1, step your right foot forward. Right palm to the inside of the right foot. Land on the left heel. Come all the way up. Just reaching the left arm up, right fingertips stay down. Yeah, extended side angle. Okay, if you want to just stay here with your hand on the mat, or maybe come here, it's all good. If you have learned your bird of paradise and you want to take your bird of paradise, that's also an option. I am not going to do it because I don't feel like it. Take 5 rounds of breath. Nice. Eventually, we're going to congregate all together back up in the warrior 2. And this time, we're going to just lengthen the right leg right away, shorten the stance with the left foot, hinge forward, and then clock the right arm alongside the right leg, Trikonasana triangle. Option 1, you're here. Option 2, you're in Ardha Chandrasana. Weight on your right fingertips, your right foot. And then option 3, you're kicking the left heel towards the bottom, taking your Chapasana, grabbing hold of your left foot. Give it 3, give it 2. And then on 1, release your left foot, bend through the right knee, step your left foot all the way back. Take slow, controlled movements. Spiraling all the way around. Step your right foot in, 45-degree angle. Hips are squaring towards the short edge of the mat now. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then reach forward. Land your palms to frame your left foot. Leave your right fingertips where they are. Take your left arm up towards the sky, revolved half moon, and then same choices. You stay with both feet supporting you. You step your right foot off the mat, maybe taking a revolved half moon, and then perhaps kicking the right foot towards the left hand, knowing that there is zero hierarchy here. There is not a pose that is better than another. So if you're judging your experience, stop. I was the worst for that. There's no such thing as being bad at yoga. You're just doing yoga. You're either doing it or you're not. Release your left palm. Walk your fingertips to frame your foot. Lift your right foot higher, higher, higher. 3, 2, and then on 1, I want you to take a big long step back with your right toes. Land your right knee, and once again, just chill in your low lunge. And give yourself a moment to let go. Let go of movement, receive stillness. Hinge forward. Walk your fingertips back. Breathe length into your left leg. 3 breaths. How are we doing for time? I always go over time in this class. Okay, I'll pick up the pace. I got this. Walk your fingertips back. Let's side plank. Tuck the toes. Lift the left arm up. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Step back into your side plank. Nice work. 3. Yeah, you got it. 2. Beautiful. 1. Vinyasa. Down dog. Flow on the opposite side. Last time moving around the mat. Let's do this. Left leg lifts up. Bend through the left knee. Oh, the cat is waking up. If you want to ripple it forward, rolling onto the outer edge of the right foot, lifting the heart. I have a private yoga group that I teach earlier in the day, these Arabic ladies. They're pretty important people in Abu Dhabi, come all the way through center knee into the chest. And I was so worried that they would complain about the cat. And every week when I come on, they're always saying, we miss you, we miss your cat, bring your cat. Step your left foot between your palms. So she is a hit. Everyone loves her. Take your left palm to the inside of your left foot, land onto your right heel. So sorry in advance if she comes and disturbs us. Bring yourself into your expression. So you can just come into your extended side angle on the elbow with me, or you can move up into your bird of paradise. Nice. Yeah, sir. Cool. Okay, got it. Taking 3 more breaths wherever you are, whatever variation. And then release and unwind. Lengthening through your left leg. Walk your right foot in. Hinge forward. Left arm alongside your left leg. Start to shift weight onto your left foot, left fingertips. Maybe kicking into the Chapasana. Heel to hand. 3, 2, and then 1. How mindful can you move here? Slowly clocking your body around, toes turn, 45-degree angle, square off your hips. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge your body forward. And then for the last time, spiraling into that revolved triangle. Option 1, you're here. Option 2, you're here. Option 3, you're here. And then release that. Walk your fingertips back. Lift the foot, standing splits. 3, 2, 1. Step back, back, back. Back, back, back. Find your space. Low lunge. Inhale, reach up. As the body finds the middle, the mind finds the moment. Is there wisdom in the middle? Is there wisdom in the present moment? Let's reach forward, taking our Ardha Hanumanasana one more time, walking your fingertips back. And do you notice here, is there more space in the hamstring than when we started an hour ago? Can you stretch a little deeper into the pose? Maybe the physical shape is exactly the same, but it's a more comfortable place to be. When we practice with patience, a transformation can occur. Walk your hands forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Spiral your right arm up towards the sky. Yeah, you got it. Last time, side plank, stepping your right foot back. Take 3. Nice work, take 2. And then take 1, land the palm, vinyasa. All the way up to your down dog. And then let's land the knees for a moment. Just sit the hips back on the heels, rest the forehead. So we've been kind of working into the hamstrings, the hips, doing some back bending. We're gonna take pigeon pose and then eventually king pigeon. So just for the moment, if anyone is feeling pain in the pigeon knee pose, I just want to show you one option that you can come to. If you know that you're good in pigeon, you can just stay in child's pose, but if you want to see the option, you're just on your back, crossing your ankle on the thigh, and then pulling in to thread the needle, okay? So that's a great hip opener if your knees say no to the pigeon pose that we're about to do, okay? And if you want to come on the journey to pigeon, you are going to take your right leg up towards the sky, draw your right knee in, lay your right shin across the width of the mat, okay? Lower your hip, take your knee back. Now tonight for pigeon, we're going to stay upright. Typically, we often go down into sleeping pigeon. I'm into king pigeon right now, so we're going to keep this a back bend. So you might just be up here. Actually, I'll give you an option. If you do want to take the sleeping pigeon, go ahead. There's no such thing as like me telling you what to do. You can take the sleeping pigeon. And if you want to explore working on your quad, you're going to leave your right palm where it is, kick your left heel back, see if you can grip your left foot with your left palm, and then just do some pumps with the quad. And this might be as far as you get. And then if you want to snuggle the left toes into the elbow crease and maybe come all the way up into the mermaid, fingertips to fingertips. How are we doing with that? Cool. All right, I think that's enough for today. Nice, nice, Liz, you got it. Wow. Liz misses a month of yoga and then comes back and does mermaid. It's pretty impressive. All right, if you want to try that king pigeon, but I don't think I can do it right now. I don't think I have the back bend space. You're going to try to grip onto your foot and like make this overhand grip thing, but it's not happening today. So let's just stop where we are, unless you want to try that. I think we're all good. Let's tuck the toes and then step back to a plank. And then maybe move through a vinyasa. And then come up to your down dog. Let your spine neutralize and kind of take all that in. And then take the opposite side. So left leg lifts up, left shin goes across the width of the mat. Nice, and then just snuggle the knee back. And you might come into the sleeping pigeon. You might pump the foot back. And know that one side might be completely different than the next. This pose is a lot harder for me on this side. I feel a lot of tightness and tension. So don't force it if it's not happening on one side. And then if you want to try the toes in, wrapping around, take your deep breaths. Nice. And then slowly unwind. If you would like to take one more vinyasa, go ahead. And then bend through the knees, gaze forward. Let's just hop the feet up. Sit crisscross. Bring yourself into a Navasana pose. Holding here in Navasana for 10, balancing on the sits bones, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, all the way back, 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 back. And then lower down. Right, so we did our back bends, we did our hip openers. Let's finish this off with a gentle inversion before coming into a spinal twist. So if you have any head or neck stuff going on, if you have your period, just lift your legs up and take this waterfall. You get the exact same benefits. And the pose that we're gonna move into is shoulder stand. Please be super mindful when we do this pose. I had a student once who didn't tell me that she had just had back surgery and she did this pose and she had a hard time after. So please be mindful of what your back tells you. Leaving your elbows on the mat, you're gonna lift your bottom up, take your palms onto your back body, and walk your palms up the back as you lift your legs up towards the sky. So your feet are like Barbie toes. They're half flexed, they're half pointed, like permanently in high heels. And your hands are like spatula hands. They are zipped together. Slowly lower down, rolling all the way back. And then we're gonna take one simple counter pose. It's called Ardha Matsyendrasana, fish pose. You're gonna place your hands underneath your bottom. You're gonna lift your heart up by pushing into the elbows. And then see if you can tilt your head back. And what I want you to do is barely place any weight on your crown of your head. My teachers say 10%, I say like 0. Because otherwise it's not very good for your neck, but you're trying to just open through the throat. Open through the heart. And then slowly tuck your chin, place your heart down on the mat. Unwind. Open your arms into cactus arms. Take your knees into your chest. Drop your knees over to the right. And then gaze over to the left. Bringing your body into spinal twist. And then come all the way back through center. And then twist the opposite way. Coming all the way back, giving yourself one last little hug. And then making your way into a final resting pose, whether it's Shavasana, whether it's seated meditation. You choose what works for your body. And I want to share with you guys today a passage from our book club book, Meditations from the Mat. So I was actually flipping through this book looking for a quote about avidya, which is the Sanskrit word for distraction. Looking for a passage that related to my theme about coming into the present moment. And I found this other page. I just flipped open to it. And I think it's very relevant for the journey that a lot of us are going through. Whether you're on day 30, day 1, day 61. Really going through a transition. Letting go of our pain. It's not an overnight affair. But the process quickly gains momentum. It's a little like water moving through a hole in a dam. First, there's a little trickle, then a small flow. And then, before you know it, it's a torrential wave. And the most miraculous part of this process is in the trickle stage. This is when you see dramatic courage, thrilling movement, and change. It's the addict's first few months of sobriety. It's the woman leaving home for good. It's the 40-something businessman leaving a job and going to medical school. It's picking up the pieces after a great loss. It's trying again after a bitter failure. And this is the time when you find out who your friends are and what a friend is. Later, once the flow has become established, the work changes. And now the challenge is in staying green and fresh, establishing or remaining established in a beginner's mind. So pratyahara, it's right down there at ground zero, in the field where heroes are made. It's our first steps into the light. And the remaining limbs on the 8-limbed path of yoga are about maintenance and growth. But pratyahara, it's about beginning. Ishkava mabu lela, Ishkava mabu lela, Ishkava mabu lela, Ishkava mabu lela. Ishkava mabu lela, Ishkava Ishkavamobulela, Ishkavamobulela. Give your body a little wake up wiggle. Run a simple and sweet little stretch through the body. Bringing yourself, when you're ready, up to congregate in our meditation. Placing your palms at heart center, lengthening up your heartbeat into your thumbs, feeling your breath, and for one last time, inhaling here, exhaling now. If you would like to Om, we'll inhale and exhale, and inhale through to make the Om. Your breath in, breath out, breath in. Thank you so much for sharing this space and this practice. So excited to go on another journey with all of you. The light in me sees and honors the light that resides within each and every one of you. Om Shanti Shanti, peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice Community.